Hello everyone, my name is UltimoFive and today we're going over Mesa Prime, the Lawbreaker. Mesa Prime is a Prime version of Mesa and was released alongside Exalted Prime and Redeemer Prime. In order to obtain Mesa Prime, one must open a variety of relics that contain her blueprint, chassis, systems, and her optics in order to make her at the foundry. Requires a mastery rank of 2, comes with 2 dash and a D polarity slot plus a V aura slot, and because of this the builds on her will require 2 Forma. And Mesa Prime comes with her own Exalted Prime weapons, the Regulators Prime. With her pistols by her side, she becomes an extremely deadly frame that no enemy should dare face against. Mesa Prime has been buffed compared to the original Mesa. These buffs would be a higher health pool, higher armor, a higher energy pool, and comes with an additional D and V polarity slot. Advantages for Mesa Prime would be that she has a high health pool and an above average sprint speed. Disadvantages, however, for Mesa Prime would be that she has extremely low armor, a low shield pool, and a below average energy pool. Mesa's passive grants additional proficiency with secondary weapons. For dual-wielded sidearms, she gains a 15% fire rate bonus, and for one-handed sidearms, she gains a 25% reload speed bonus. As well as this, she can be granted 50 health if she has no melee weapon equipped. This isn't that bad of a passive and can help with several secondary weapons such as the reload speed benefiting the Kuvana core. However, the health bonus is fairly minimal and isn't that good or worth it to not bring a melee weapon. Mesa's first ability stores damage caused by guns. When used a second time, it channels all stored damage into the next gunshot, and with her Augmentation Ballistic Bullseye, it allows a chance to deal a status effect on shots that have been enhanced by Ballistic Battery by giving up to 100% status chance. This ability can be great if used correctly, however it is lackluster due to most of the time the player is just going to be using her other 3 abilities, making this ability an easy candidate to get subsumed out. Mesa's second ability releases an energy lasso that encircles her and grants additional weapon damage. On top of this effect, it will also lash out at targets near her with beams of energy over 1.5 seconds that either jam ranged enemy weapons or stun melee enemies. With her augmentation muzzle flash, it makes Shooting Gallery emit a flash that blinds enemies around her when allies buffed with Shooting Gallery assist in 6 kills. This ability is great not only for buffing weapon damage, but it practically stuns all enemies within a radius, making them an easy target to take out and to have some breathing room to calm down the fight. Mesa's third ability envelops herself in an energy shield that reduces incoming damage from gunfire and reflects hit scan bullets back at her attackers. With her augmentation staggering shield, it allows shots reflected a chance to stagger enemies. This ability is outstanding because it makes it so Mesa will barely take damage to enemy weapon fire. However, there are a couple downsides to this ability. The first being that enemy melee attacks do full damage, making it a bit problematic to take Mesa against the infested if not careful, and the second being that the augmentation isn't really worth equipping on a Mesa. Mesa's fourth ability allows her to draw her exalted weapon, the Regulators. While Peacemaker is active, a focus ring appears that when aimed at enemies while holding the fire button allows Mesa to auto-target random enemies inside the focus ring, and with each gunshot, reducing the size in over 3.5 seconds increases fire rate up to 100%. With her augmentation Mesa's Waltz, it allows her to move at a reduced speed while channeling Peacemaker. This ability is Mesa. It is extremely powerful in the late game and can easily take out huge single targets or large groups of enemies without a care in the world. The only questionable thing is her augmentation. A lot of people say that Mesa's Waltz is bad, but in my opinion, I actually think it is very useful for people who practically want to just stay in her Peacemaker or just want to move around while using it. The Desperado build for Mesa Prime utilizes an extremely large increase to efficiency, a large increase to strength duration of Mesa's energy pool with a large decrease to range. The build's flex slot is Augur Secrets and mainly focuses on Mesa's fourth ability mixed with her third ability for protection. Due to only having her third ability for defense and high leveled missions, it is extremely important to have it up at all times since there is no adaptation to help negate damage. Other than this, it is extremely easy to just hold down the triggers for her Peacemaker and kill all enemies around. The wanted build for Mesa Prime utilizes a large increase to strength, range, and Mesa's energy pool with a small increase of duration and efficiency. The build's flex slot is streamlined and is an all-around build. With the increased range, it helps with her Shooting Gallery stun range. Meanwhile, her other 3 abilities are buffed due to the increased strength. However, I do recommend doing an ability swap and place a Ballistic Battery that is later suggested in the guide. Along with this, adaptation is on the build to help with increased survivability. The big boss build for Mesa Prime utilizes an extremely large increase to range, a large increase to Mesa's energy pool with a small increase to strength and duration. The build's flex slots are Augur Secrets or Prime Flow and is a fun build. This build is something I played around with and kind of enjoyed, in which it focuses highly on Shooting Gallery's Augmentation Muzzle Flash and works as a massive blind when one gets assists from teammates. The increases to duration and strength are there to help not only with Shooting Gallery, but to keep Shatter Shield up and get the max 95% damage reduction from weapon fire. The elements for Mesa's Regulator Prime follows Radiation for the Corpus, Viral for the Corrupted and Grenier, and Gas or Viral for the Infested. I won't go into much detail in this guide, however against the Corpus the build focuses on just straight damage with stacking multi-shot for heavy damage against all Corpus units, and for the Corrupted and Grenier and Infested, the builds focus on getting a couple kills to stack damage upon status effect and multi-shot in order to just decimate the factions without a care in the world. If you'd like more information on the Regulators Prime, then make sure to check out my other guide on the weapon where I go into much more detail on the Regulators Prime. First off, the aura slot can be whatever one wants it to be. As long as it benefits you and what you are doing currently, then realistically anything can work there. For instance, Pistol Amp is a great aura mod to increase pistol damage for a Peacemaker, but Corrosive Projection could be a better choice. You could even use an aura Forma on her so any mod could go there and not just Mordor IV mods. Intensify, in place of Umbral Intensify if one doesn't have it. Continuity and Flow, in place of their primed counterparts if one doesn't have them. Mesa's Waltz, in place of Power Drift in the Desperado build if one would like to move around while using Peacemaker. Eclipse, in place of Ballistic Battery if one wants an ability that can really help with increasing damage in the light. Chroma's Elemental Ward, in place of Ballistic Battery if one wants optional buffs that can assist them into battle. Fire Blast, in place of Ballistic Battery if one wants an ability to help with stripping armor and provides minimal CC. Blood Altar, in place of Ballistic Battery in the Wanted and Big Boss build if one wants a way to regen health for themselves or the team. And Terrify, in place of Ballistic Battery in the Wanted and Big Boss builds if one wants an ability to help with stripping armor and provides a moderate amount of CC. Arcane Energize, upon energy pick up 60% chance to replenish energy to nearby allies. Arcane Grace, upon health being damaged 9% chance for 6% health regen for 9 seconds. Arcane Victory, upon headshot kills 75% chance for 3% health regen for 9 seconds. Arcane Guardian, upon being damaged 15% chance for 900 armor for 20 seconds. Arcane Nullifier, which provides a 102% chance to resist a magnetic status effect entirely. Arcane Velocity, on critical hit 90% chance for 120% fire rate to pistols for 9 seconds. And Arcane Precision, on headshot 100% chance for 300% damage to pistols for 18 seconds. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more guides on Warframe, please click the like and sub buttons to let me know. And as per usual, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.